I usually try to hold my tongue when I have certain negative thoughts about particular bottles, labels, or distilleries, but I'm coming out with it. These are the biggest ripoffs in bourbon right now. Let's get it. So let me just talk a little bit about how these bottles, distilleries get on my list of considered to be a ripoff. Either it's a low quality product that they keep pushing out. It could be a high cost product that is overall low quality, or it could be a decent quality that they're just asking, exorbitant amounts for. And, there are just some bad bottles, I think, in there that might meet the list, and just maybe some of the most disappointing bottles that I've had. But these are what I consider the biggest ripoffs. Let's go to number one. Okay, I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off because all of you guys that know me know this. I'm going to say I'm not even going to go after this company. Not even going to go after this company. I'm going to go after all the prizes that they bought and got to put on this bottle. This was a $200 bottle. No, it's a $100 bottle that is probably worth 15 bucks. It is a terrible product, and shame on them buying all these pretty stickers and all of these awards, and shame on San Francisco Double Gold World Spirit Competition. I don't know what else was against it, but it's like if you wanted the bourbon that tasted like ass, you got this. What a ripoff. This was a total ripoff, and you should be ashamed of yourself, the people that sold it to me, as well as just the person that made it. Yeah. So that's a smaller producer that I think is asking a lot of money for a very bad product. I'm going to go with another more major producer that makes pretty good products, but their price is ridiculous on almost every one of their products. Some of you might have guessed this one as well. Willett. This is the Willett Wheated. It's a good bourbon. They make good whiskey for the most part. And this is 240 bucks, so that's just asinine and ridiculous. A lot of their purple tops and some of their heavier aged stuff really gets insane in prices. 300, 400 bucks around here, all the way up to 600, depending on the year and the short barrel. Is it a good product? Yes. Is it ridiculous? Yes. I do think that a lot of this is people, driving a Honda Civic and then they think it's a Cadillac or something nicer. It really makes me not want to be friends with anybody that helps produce Willett, because F you, what do you think this is? And second of all, if you do want to be friends, call me. Also, Pot Still is maybe the worst whiskey out there. It's a cool bottle. So I totally think that Willett is a big ripoff just from what the product is to what they're asking for it. The people that are willing to pay for it, good on you. It is good whiskey. I just think you can find a lot of whiskey for the price that is considerably better. Yeah, that's my opinion though. On to the next. Okay, I'm going to go in the same vein with Wild Turkey / Russells. I think overall their limited editions is really what I'm getting after now, are a ripoff. I think that you can get some really good products at Russell's 15, one of my favorite bottles. It was 300 and some bucks. I think it's still 550 on secondary. This Beacon, also a really good bottle. It's not worth the 300 MSRP. I am going to be doing another video on the opposite side of this, bang for your buck or something like that. Wild Turkey will find themselves on for their shelfers that I think are really affordable and great quality. I think this is a ripoff from what they continue to just produce higher and higher cost bottles. And I don't know if the quality is that much more significant than some of the other stuff. The Russell's 15, it did blow my socks off. I did enjoy it. I'm glad to have a bottle. But it's like, I'm not going to go pay another 400, 500 bucks to get another bottle. It's just one of those things. So I do think that this is pretty much a ripoff, and they're trying to capitalize on stupid people like me. And I think it's going to stop here shortly, hopefully. But quit ripping us off, Wild Turkey and Campari. This is just a ridiculous price hike for okay whiskey. All right, I'm going to just add a little tidbit there about the Wild Turkey. I do really enjoy their products. They're really, really good. I like their profile a lot. It's just how the price continually is on a very accelerated price range, and it just keeps going up. And I think that they're trying to rip us off on something that 5 years ago we could have got for quite a bit cheaper and still have a pretty good pour. Overall, I like it, but I do think they're ripping us off. Some of you, I would assume, are already guessing this next bottle. It's Blanton's from Buffalo Trace. I left out a few Buffalo Trace products because I do think for the price, depending on where you can get them for MSRP, they are a banger deal and bottle. Some of the Wellers you can get for about $60 if you're lucky enough to find it there. EHT, single barrel, and barrel proof. I got those, I think it was like 75 and $90. I would do that every day for those type of bottles. So let's go back to this. The current asking price in my area is $105, and that's the cheapest, right? And so I think overall, I see these at the distillery for right around $65. We've just seen this price, continue to go up on Blanton's, and I think it's kind of silly. Obviously, it's iconic bottle, right? We've got the grenade, we've got the horsey that you collect all of them and you send them in, blah, blah, blah. If you ever go to Buffalo Trace Distillery, you can just buy all of them and have it there. But I guess that's not the fun in collecting them. So I will say that I think this is the biggest ripoff because it's a 93 proof bourbon that's good. It's good. It's good. I think that it's just built up a lot of hype, and so people go after it, and the price keeps going up. So, damn you, the Buffalo Trace, for hyping up the price. Just, distributors also doing the same, and then retailers. I think that if I ever see this for 60 bottles or $60 to $70, I'd probably pick one up. They make great gifts. I really like that, but I think it's ridiculous that we're talking about $100 Blanton's bottle. The product inside is just not worth. And guys, they make a shit ton of this, a shit ton. Okay, so it's not like something. I mean, it's not even a 10-year product. I mean, Eagle Rare's 10 years, and they make much of those. Those are like $50 bottles. So do the math. It's the bottle. Just pass it. All right. I think that's a pretty big ripoff. Now let's get to a little bit more of the Buffalo Trace line. Okay, like I said, I was going to leave a few like the Weller products. I think the BTAC is actually very affordable if you get it at MSRP, which you won't, but good luck on that. But let's talk about some of the big limited editions. What is it? The Millennial, it's like $700 or $7,500 they want for that. They just put out, I believe it's a 1.5K. It was E.H. Taylor special batch. They're doing all this stuff. They're reaching for collectors and things like that, which is just rip off. So they're ripping off retailers and distributors because those are going to sit there for the most, or most likely they're going to sit there and just sit and collect dust because no one's willing to pay that much money. Somebody stupid will be. It's not going to be me. Rip off? Yes, it is. On to the next. All right, last on today, we're talking about Old Forester 1924. I was pretty excited when this bottle came out because I really like some of their other products from Old Forester. But it is lackluster. It does not have a great profile. It is at 100 proof, and they want $120 plus for it. And I would say go get a 1920, go get a 1910. Enjoy those for right around $50. They're going to kick this bottle's ass. Also, if you really want to go for it, just get a single barrel store pick that you can get for about $90 most places. Way better product than this. This is a ripoff in almost every way possible, and it's just marketing at its best. It got me once, it won't get me again. So that's it. I think most of those distilleries and bottles are ripping us off. They're giving us lower quality whiskey, higher prices, and they're just not putting, anything into it that I really think is worth it. And so I think they're ripping us off, and I think that they know they're ripping us off by watering down good whiskey or just trying to rebrand a crappy whiskey and make it into another whiskey. I have other ones that are on my list. They didn't come out on this video today, but I'm talking about a lot of finished and, non-distilling producers. Yeah, you know who you are. Anyway, I hope this is helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below, smash a like, join the Discord and Patreon, and there's a lot of fun stuff that you have to be a part of those communities to get into some giveaways, etc. So check it out. Appreciate you. My name's Wade. This is Bourbon Hall. Until next time, spend money on good whiskey that's not crazily, priced. Peace.